Hi, this is Cole Schafer, a new counselor at Reed's Family Wellness Center. In the spirit of Kids Are Awesome Month, I wanted to talk about praise. As a parent and working with families, this issue comes up, and I think I'd summarize it like this. On the one hand, parents we want our children to be self-sufficient and independent, and can worry that giving too much praise will make them dependent or will interfere with their ability to be self-motivating, kind of internalize feeling good. They'll be overly reliant on other people to feel good or something. And then I think on the other hand, we just want our children to be supportive, to know that we love them. And so a guiding principle that helps me is from attachment theory. And from attachment theory perspective, children, or rather infants, start off as unable to form a sense of self, to self-regulate, to have those internal feelings of good. And when they're given those from their parents, they start to internalize the external. So for example, think of a young baby who just cries, can't self-soothe. You pick them up, you give them milk, all those things, and then they start feeling better. And as they get older, they start to be able to internalize those behaviors that were once externalized, so from the parent. And what's really important in attachment theory is this idea of emotional attunement. So coming back to this idea of praise, and when is praise too much, or how do we praise in a way that supports our children to be independent, to praise themselves from within, I would say this: matching your child's emotional level with your praise. So for example, your child wins the big soccer game or something like that. Now there's a question objectively, is that a big deal? Do you give them a lot of praise for that? Or do you look at, well, how do they feel about it? Some children are going to be really stoked at something like that. I did this. And you can match that. Yeah, no, I'm really proud of you. For other kids, winning, it's just not that important to them. And I wouldn't say, that was kind of nice, hey? And there might be something sort of objectively little, like a child, say, got a C+ on a math assignment, but they feel really good about that. Maybe math is a hard subject for them. Or they tried really hard, and even though they didn't get a great mark or something, they feel good about that. Well, if we see that, we can relay that to them. And that emotional attunement, that matching of the child's own perspective of it, seeing that, sharing that, we see that to them, that's one of the things that helps children develop that in themselves. In essence, it's our voices as parents, as caregivers, as aunts, uncles, mentors, all that. By giving that to children, they start to internalize it, and they're very receptive to that praise, those voices, when we're emotionally attuned to them. So when they're connected to us, that's when they're able to receive those nourishing statements, that praise, and start to internalize it themselves. So next time you're thinking about giving your kids some praise, I hope that helps in some ways. I'm just going to give myself a brief plug. I do half-hour consultations, so if you have any questions about counseling, individual, family, couples, anything like that, feel free to come in and meet me. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.